Hey guys, welcome back. This is another unboxing video. As you can see, we've got a box on the table. This one's going to be a little bit special for a couple reasons. First, it's going to be the last unboxing I do for a while. This is the last snake that I had planned to get in my initial run-up in the collection. So I've been saving this one for last. The other reason that this unboxing is going to be special is the breeder that I got this snake from. Now, I started doing research about a year ago into ball pythons and what was involved with breeding them. And I've read a lot of forum posts and watched hundreds of videos. And in my research, three names have pretty much come to the top when it comes to ball python breeding. There's a lot of really good breeders in there, but three names pretty much everybody talks about in all the videos and forums I've read about. Two of them are kind of controversial, and one pretty much just all around has a good rep. The first one is Brian Barczyk. Now, a lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him. I don't know him. That's like when I have no real opinion. Another one is Kevin McClurry over at Nerd, and I have one of his snakes. She is the Phantom, which I haven't done a more feature on yet, but I will. And the third name that comes up and seems to be the go-to guy that even the top breeders all respect, and seems to be kind of like the gold standard for morphs. And that is Justin Kabilka. And that is where this particular girl came from. So let's just get to it. And as I'm opening this box, I'll give you a little heads up. I had initially planned on doing this unboxing yesterday, but there were some logistical problems, and she kind of got lost in the order and didn't ship out. And given everything that I understand what's going on with Justin and his move, and being the peak of the breeding season, I can understand why things got kind of left out, especially with an order as small as mine. So no big deal. I texted him Monday night. It was kind of late, and he responded to me right away, which was kind of surprising considering how late I texted him, and apologized and promised that he'd get the snake out to me the next morning. So I just switched up my schedule because I had planned on taking the day off, so I went into work and then I took today off instead. So that was no big deal, and she's here, and now I get to open her up for you guys. Now, before I open this up and show you what's inside, don't get too excited. This isn't going to be some $10,000–$15,000 snake. It's not going to be a Sunset. It's not a Batman or one of his 5-6 gene combinations, not even a dreamsicle. My budget and for this project is fairly low. It's like I've pretty much capped myself to $400 for an individual snake at this point. That way I could get a lot of different 1 and 2 gene combos. So I'm going to be starting all my breeding from the ground up and get as much experience as I can building my own combinations, and then figuring out where I want to go with the projects from there. So this snake is not going to be a multi-thousands of dollars snake. In fact, it is one of the cheapest snakes that I have ever seen on Morph Market listed by Justin. So don't expect, you know, an amazing $15,000 snake. Just not going to happen. But from everything I've seen in all of his pictures, even Justin's bottom of the barrel snakes are on par with a lot of breeders' best snakes. And this particular morph is one that I wanted as a cornerstone for my collection. So I figured what better way than to cap off this first part of the collection with this particular snake, and from JKR. So let's see what we've got. Alright, so she is in there. Pull out the paper towel. Like I said, it's not going to be a sunset. It's not going to be a Batman. So here we go. She is just a plain pied, but a gorgeous pied. But as my last snake for the initial collection, I wanted a visual pied. I've got two het pieds. They're black pastel het pieds, both females, but I wanted a visual. So the plan is next year sometime to pick up a black pastel visual pied male to go with these, but I also wanted the visual female so I could make pieds first time up and not have to worry about hitting the odds. So she is very pretty. I'm looking to see, it's like some iridescence. I'm wondering if, looking at the orange that comes in, trying to get it centered up. The camera is kind of backwards, so I'm doing everything in mirror. So I'm kind of torn. I like the mid to low white pieds. Some of the high white pieds I've seen are pretty nice, but it's not my favorite. So this one is not exactly what you would call a low white, but it's closer to a low white pied than it is a mid white pied. And I love the fact that she has a lot of detail, and then she has this white section along with some on her sides, and she has this adorable little white tip at the end of her tail. So she's got this little patch of color and then just this little itty bitty tip of white, which was kind of fun. So very gorgeous animal. I'm glad to have her in the collection. Whoops. So if you're watching this, Justin, thank you. Appreciate it. She's a gorgeous animal. My daughter saw the pictures and thought she looked like a flaming marshmallow. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to name her yet. But all the same, thank you very much. She's a gorgeous animal. And I'm going to get her settled in. It's going to be a big day. I got my new TGR racks in Monday, so I've got to move my collection over from their, Sterilite tubs into an actual rack. So I've got that to do, and then some of my girls need to eat today, so I'll be working on that along with editing this video so I can get it out there. So if you liked the video, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, leave comments, and thanks for joining me on this final unboxing for a while. Later, guys.